I am John DeVore. Welcome to the channel. Today, no music. Today, so things have been incredibly busy here at DeVore Fidelity over the past few weeks, and they will continue to be in the next few weeks. So this is a bit of a rushed video. So there's a few things that I wanted to talk about. We're going to do some customer photos in a sec. But something interesting is happening tonight. So people who want more of my droning voice are in for a treat tonight. Tonight I am being interviewed by Audiophile. Audiophile is Anthony Kershaw's magazine that has a focus on classical music. In my opinion, an incredibly welcome addition to the audiophile landscape of publications. Anthony, however, has assured me, and I have agreed, that the questions are open to everything, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of speaker questions and a lot of hi-fi questions, along with whatever classical music questions that they may have for me. I do not consider myself an expert in classical music at all, although I adore it. I love it. The other thing that's happening here this week is tomorrow is a record release party. So those who follow us on social media will know that we participated in a really I was honored to be able to participate in it. This was a record release and listening party for the new record by Common and Pete Rock, and this happened at a place called The Compound in Red Hook, and we partnered with our dealer out in Red Hook to put together the system that Common and Pete Rock debuted their new album, and that was an amazing thing to be a part of. Just a stunning space, The Compound out there, and I ate so much key lime pie. But the one tomorrow that's here is also a record release and listening experience thing, so we're kind of prepping for that. And then next week, 4th of July, and then after that, I am going on vacation for a couple of weeks with my family. So I'm trying to put in a few quick videos here before I leave. So, Roxy, we don't want you to sit on the camera remote. So anyway, let's get on with the main event today. Customer system photos. Okay, the first one, this is vintage. This is an old photo. This is a pair of original Gibbon 3s. That's a little 4-inch two-way monitor that we made. That was one of our very first production products. And that looks like it's with a Lin, whatever the top of the line Lin amp and preamp were at the time, whatever that is there, which probably the speakers were under $2,000 a pair, so my guess is that that Lin stack is at least 10 times the price of the speakers. But those speakers are just lovely little speakers in cherry. The next one here is a pair of Gibbon 10s. These are Gibbon 10s in the dark finish. That's mink. That looks like a basis turntable, an esoteric CD player of some sort. There's a streamer, and then all the way at the bottom, I believe that is, so there's a Accuphase preamp and an Accuphase power amp on an amp stand over there to the side. Very nice. I love the Accuphase stuff. Great sounding stuff. Kind of ballsy yet sweet. Very nice. Very nice. Nice system there. A little pumpkin, little jack-o'-lantern. See, I don't know when this was sent to me. It could have been sent years ago. Somewhere around Halloween, maybe? This picture. Okay, so this is an Oh Baby system. I love this system. Why? Well, first of all, look at that spread of amps. So he's got some low-powered tube amps, monoblocks there, flanking the big pile in the center there. Just creeping onto the rug there is an Ensemble B50 Tiger. That's a hybrid integrated amp. with a 50 watt per channel solid state amplifier section driven by a vacuum tube preamp section. I have a Tiger as well. That's a lovely little amplifier. Up top is, I believe, what's being used in this particular photograph. That's an Audio Research. Maybe that's a, I don't know, is that a Ref 75? Maybe, something like that. I'm sure that sounds fantastic. But the punchline in this photograph is that those 4 gray and black boxes stacked in the center upon which that Audio Research is alighting. That is the Krell Audio Reference. No, Krell Audio Standard, KAS. That's the Krell Audio Standard. That was Krell's first, I believe, attempt at a monster, absolute, all-out, ridiculous reference power amplifier. I think they were approximately 1 trillion watts, pure Class A. Each chassis weighed about as much as a Volkswagen. And I love that obscene and magnificent amplifier is powering our O babies. And I know that they have been powering it because this customer did send me a photo of that amp plugged in. So basically, each channel there is 2 chassis. The lower chassis has a red display, a digital display that lights up. It looks a lot like a bathroom scale. And then the upper chassis has that big, lovely oval meter. Pre-echoes of D'Agostino's later projects after he left Krell with those big meters. Anyway, just I love that. The madness of that system is intoxicating. The next system here, this is an 096 system. I see a VPI turntable and a couple of PS audio pieces. There's something there in the center. There's some tube something or other on the other opposite the turntable. I'm not sure what I love about this system. I mean, it's a beautiful looking system, a very lovely room. But look at those 2 stones. Those are beautiful. I think those look, I mean, they look to have some sort of iron loop on them. So I'm thinking maybe they were very primitive anchors or something like that. And anyway, they're lovely. I love them. They look like they're sort of anchoring or tying down the 096s so that the 096s don't go floating away with some ethereal music. I love stones. I have a couple of stones, a couple of big rocks here just sitting on the floor in Monkey House. And I know that makes me weird, but I don't care. This next shot is a lovely little portrait. Gibbons Super 9s. Little light coming in there. That looks like maybe it's an avocado tree behind it. A monstera. Some lovely art on the wall. It's just a very elegant stripped hardwood moldings around the windows. A sort of a tatami grass mat. It's a lovely, with the natural light coming in, a lovely little scene there. Very nice, very nice. What a nice place to hang out and listen to tunes. This shot here, this is another 096 system. This is actually a dealer in Berlin. The dealer is Phono in Berlin. That's Peter, one of the proprietors of Phono. I believe I believe that's a Kondo system right there, and maybe that's a phono section under the Brinkmann turntable there, a phono section and a step-up transformer. Just lovely. I will be in Berlin for an event at Phono this coming October, and I am really looking forward to it. I was interviewed by Peter on his YouTube channel, the DeVore Fidelity YouTube channel. If you go to playlists, there's one of the categories in playlists, interviews. And in interviews, it's not just DeVore Fidelity interviews with other people, but it's also other channels' videos in which I'm interviewed. And the Phono interview is in that section, if you want to see that. Next up, we have a lovely, simple microsystem with the small Lieben integrated amp, CS300. And look at how, it's an oak. Is that either oak or ash? I believe that's an oak cabinetry, all that stuff there. And the oak babies look lovely in there. Beautiful. Looks like a little bronze or copper kiwi and an elephant. A lot of metal wildlife there in the photo. Very nice. I like it. This is the first of 2 photos. So this is just, first of all, it's just a cool photo. All right, this is that's a pair of 093s in a room that is being lit by a little bit of sunlight on one side and by, I think those are 845 tubes, although they've got a little blip on the top, so maybe it's not an 845. It's some sort of a big transmitter tube like an 845. Those amplifiers look to be maybe Thoris monoblocks based on their toaster-like shape. The 093s are monolith-like, 2001 monolith-like in silhouette, and a lovely dog there, German Shepherd / husky looking pup. Just lovely. Big wide bore, dark wood floor, guitar hanging up there, a nice piece of art. What a nice place. What a nice place to be hanging out. And then a photo from a few months later on, or maybe a year or so later on, is that same system after the customer upgraded his 093s to 096s. I'm sure that's a lovely system. What a just nice airy room. There's an instant pot over there. You can see just peeking through the side there in the corner. Next shot we have, there's another Oh Baby system. So there's a Dusty Springfield record there on the side. I don't know what this near one is. There's a VPI under a fish tank little case there, and then some sort of a tube amp, some tube integrated amp there. I'm not sure what amp that is. Cool looking wall treatment. I'm not sure what that is there on the wall. Very cool looking though. The next photo, this is another 093 system. This was a custom pair we made in pear wood. This was a lovely log with a nice subtle figure pear wood there, with a nice little flame figure that we book matched down the center. Shindo gear there on the side. Looks like a pair of Thorin's TD-124 turntables. And records all over the place. There's nothing I like more than records overflowing their record cases. We got records on a big floor-to-ceiling record rack on the one side there. You see on that stair there's a little stack of records, and in the next room, peeking around the corner, you've got more records. More records than fit on your record racks is the right number of records, in my opinion. But that's my opinion, and I am weak. These last 2 photos, this is a lovely system. I believe this system is in the Netherlands. If memory serves, this system was sold by our Benelux distributor. So maybe Netherlands, maybe Belgium, maybe Luxembourg. But it's a cool custom white pair of 096s. And in this second shot, you can see up top there's a vintage Lin LP12 turntable that has that really cool, the earlier LP12s had that grooved, the wooden chassis there. And then below it is a DIY 300B amplifier that was built into another matching LP12 plinth. I love that. That is so cool. It looks amazing. Beautiful, beautiful system. I mean, the speakers look epic. They're just lovely on that big wide board oak floor. Just a lovely, lovely looking system. Very clean, fresh. So that wraps it up for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see some of you tonight. So the Audiophilia, it's a live cast. It's going to be a live thing that will be, I'm sure it'll be at least an hour, probably longer, knowing how good I am at yammering on. It is on the Audiophilia YouTube channel, which I will put a link to in the description below. And it starts at 8:30 Eastern Time, New York time, 8:30, which is 5:30 in Western Canada, which I believe is where Anthony Kershaw is home basing from. Anyway, so some of you I will see later tonight, and the rest of you I'll see at the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.